Hey girl, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be reviewing another foundation. I think the last foundation review I did was a Kat Von D Serum foundation. I'm going to have that video linked up here, but today we are reviewing the Makeup by Mario Surreal Skin foundation. They did send this over for me to review for you guys. The foundation color that I chose based off the website description is 15N, but I tried this on already. Like, I did a little swatch and it's too dark for me, but luckily they did send over a bunch of sample size foundations so that I can find the correct shade for me. I've already selected 5 shades from here for me to try on, so you guys will be seeing 5 foundations swatched on my complexion. I am more on the medium side of foundations, and they also sent over their foundation brush. When I watched Mario's videos, this foundation brush looks like it does magic. So I'm so excited to try this out all together. So let's go ahead and get started with today's makeup foundation review.
No, I'd rather be waking up with you, set up alone in your room, slept with the light on, waiting up for you. I don't wanna be.
Before we get started, I hope that you have taken the time to already subscribe to my channel and also turning on post notifications so that you get notifications every time I do have a new video here on my channel. I would love to be besties with you, but maybe I might not be your cup of tea, and that's okay. Not everybody has great taste. All right, so we already have the hair away from the face, and like I told you, we're going to be trying 5 different shades out together. Let's get started. They also sent me this little palette right here so that I can put the foundations and just try them on my face with you guys. So let me get to it. I actually have a really adorable pimple right now, so hopefully this is a full coverage foundation. This first color that we're going to be trying is the color 9W. So this is going to be a warm foundation. I think that that's what the W represents. Now, if we're taking a good look at this one might be, I mean, it almost looks like the perfect match on my face, but when I look at it on my neck, it doesn't match my undertone, so this one is a definite no. Let's move on to the next one. This next shade is the color 10C. So this one should have more of a cool undertone. We're going to be putting this foundation right next to the other one so you guys can compare all of them. Taking a look at this one, I think I found my perfect match. This one does complement both my face and my neck. It blends really well into the skin. And in my opinion, it has more of a warm undertone. It looks a lot warmer than this one. Hold on. Yeah, and so this one is 9W. And it's supposed to be more of a warm tone. I feel like this has more of a cool tone, to be honest. And then 10C is supposed to have a cool undertone, but it looks more warm to me. I don't know. I'm still undecided which color I'm going to go for, but let's keep trying more shades. I think that I'm doing this a little bit too thick, that I'm only going to fit 3 shades, and then we're going to do another 2 shades to swatch after. Hopefully that makes sense. I'm wiping off the brush each time I use it just so that it doesn't interfere with the previous shade that we're trying. This next color I'm trying is 13W. This is definitely not my color. That is 13W, and that is too orange for me. Now I'm going to try the actual bottle, and this one is the color 15N. Again, this is the one that I thought was going to be my shade based off of the description on the website, but you guys will see that this is not my match. We're going to be doing 3 different swatches now. I did clean off my face from the 3 previous colors. No, honestly, this matches my neck. Now that I'm looking at it, let me let it dry down a little bit. I look stupid now on camera because this actually looks like it goes. It might not match my face so much because I have rosacea, which causes the redness in my cheeks and stuff, but it's actually matching my neck. Bitch. Okay, I feel really dumb right now. Let's move on to the next shade. This next color is number 120. No, okay, I think this one's my shade. All of them are my shade. No, okay, the previous one, now looking at it, if I step back, you guys can see that it is definitely warmer than my neck. So 15N is not going to work for me. I think 120 might be my perfect match. Have you guys watched that show, by the way? My Perfect Match, or Perfect Match on Netflix. Good show, good show. All right, last one that we're going to be trying out is going to be the color 140. We're going to be putting 140 right here. Oh God, another perfect match? I don't know. How many perfect matches can I have? What do you guys think? These two almost look too similar. Oh my God, my finger looks so dark next to my face. Oh my God. What is wrong with my hand? Oh no. So what I came to the conclusion is that I think I'm either 120, 140, or 10C. So I feel like those three shades I have to try on my face once more to really narrow it down, because they just look too good, right? Okay. Alrighty, here we go again. Let's try 10C. I'm gonna go in with my finger this time. And we're just gonna place it right here. That is 10C. Now we're gonna go into 120. Oh shit, I'm getting too close to the other one. And now we're gonna take the color 140. Now you guys let me know which one you think is my correct undertone by looking right here. I'm kind of leaning towards, I'm really leaning towards that middle color. Or that first one, I don't know. Yeah, I'm definitely leaning more towards that middle shade, which is 120. I just applied some moisturizer. I used the Paula's Choice C5 Super Boost Moisturizer. And now I'm gonna take my Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Face Primer so that we can prep the face for this foundation application. I love how this primer leaves my skin feeling so supple, hydrated, and just plump. Perfect for foundation to really stick to. The foundation shade that I decided to go into is the number 120. We're going to be trying this out, and let me tell you a little bit about this foundation. This is my first impression of the foundation. I do want to tell you guys the things that I'm reading off of the website. It retails for $42. It's available in 30 flexible shades. It's supposed to give you a natural luminous finish. It's buildable for customizable coverage. It's breathable and it's weightless. It's a skin-like feel. It's supposed to hydrate and grip the skin with moisture grip technology. So I think I made the right choice by going in with that Hydro Grip before this, because it already has that moisture grip technology. So I think those two paired well together, but we'll see. I'll let you guys know towards the end of the video after I have all of my makeup on. It claims to be a long-wearing and non-oxidizing formula. So what you see that goes onto your skin, that's the color it's going to stay as. It will not change. It doesn't oxidize like other foundations. I'm also using the F4 brush that is recommended to use with the foundation. It retails for $30 and it's dual-ended. It features two different applicators that easily blend and build foundation to a smooth skin-like finish. The large end of the brush features a uniquely sloped shape that perfectly hugs the curves of the face for an effortless application and seamless blending. The compact brush end offers more controlled application and helps easily build and layer foundation to the desired level of coverage. This foundation definitely has that glowiness to it. I think that if you have more texture on your face, it emphasizes that. I don't know, I'm just noticing that on my skin. I don't know, I just get really oily through the day, so I'm not, the shininess really gets to me, because that's what I try to prevent when I have like really oily skin. But we'll see what it looks like after we set our face. I just really wanted to let you guys know what I'm currently seeing right now. In the bottle, you guys will be able to see some little glitter reflex in here. I don't know if you guys can definitely pick that up on camera. Look at the reflex in there. So that shininess is what you guys are seeing on my face right now. It really looks glowy and beautiful, but if you have oily skin, I don't know how much you're gonna like that. For me, I'm kind of like on the fence about it because I have combination skin. My skin is more on the, I mean, this area right here is oily. It gets really oily through the day. My forehead does too as well, like my nose. But along my jawline, it's sometimes on the dry side. It's normal to dry. So foundations that are more luminous are more hydrating in my opinion, and they work for somebody that has dry skin. So we'll see how it all comes together as I'm applying layering on makeup products. I can definitely say that I am loving the makeup brush that it comes with. I definitely prefer makeup brushes over beauty sponges any day because they're easier to clean, and I feel like they actually get clean compared to, like, I don't know what's inside of my beauty sponge. It's kind of gross to think about. The gardeners are here and I cannot stop working right now, so if you guys hear it, I apologize, but we are here reviewing the foundation and we are gonna finish this video with gardeners or without. Like, this brush really, it's like painting. I like painting, especially when I have a beautiful canvas. Cancels all the redness in my complexion. I definitely put way too much foundation. Yeah, I put way too much, girl. Do you guys know that filter that is trending right now on TikTok? The one where the girl is like, I just posted a video of it. Like, it puts on makeup for you, and oh no, I kind of like want to do a shit ton of makeup to the point where I look like that filter because I look pretty fine. You guys should follow me on TikTok. Oh yes, 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 yes. Mario, I think this looks really gorgeous, but I need to set those oily areas of my face. Hopefully it layers really well with other products. My nose, why is it not applying very well on my nose? Yeah, it's not. Let me take the more condensed side of the brush to put on the foundation on my nose. Yeah, I feel like this side is like removing the product from my nose. Baby, you're such a vibe. All right, take a look at my skin. Very, very glowy. All right, let's go ahead and layer more makeup on this. I'm going to use the Naked Quickie concealer. This is a new concealer as well. And you guys can see that it has a little built-in brush, but I really don't like that brush. I do like the concealer though. So we're going to go in there and brighten up the under eye area and the key points of the face. And you know what? I want to try this brush to blend out my concealer. Because why not? Ooh, that just blended out super fast. Okay, let's do the other side. Kind of have to like angle it like that. Ooh. Can't get too close to my eyeball because I am very sensitive to makeup around my eyes. Wow, that was quick. Love it. Loving this brush. Let's keep going on with creamy products on the face. So we just did concealer, and I'm going to take the KKW contour stick. I don't know if these are still available. Like, do they still sell these? Because they stopped selling them at Ulta. Does she have it on her website? I don't know. So going in here, applying it to the forehead and the other side of my cheeks, on my nose. I better not forget to blend that out later because that's happened. Once again, I'm going to take the more condensed side of the brush. We also use this for concealer, so we're just going to see how many things we can use this brush for. I am really impressed with how this brush is blending all of my products out so easily, so quickly. I also just checked on their website and this brush is sold out for a freaking good reason. I can definitely see why it's sold out now. Okay, perfect. Now we're gonna go into a cream blush. I really want to use another cream product, and I'm gonna use the bigger side of the brush now. And today we're gonna use the Rare Beauty blush in the color Nearly Apricot. Wow is all I can say about this brush right here. You need it. When it goes back in stock, you need it. Just take a look at how everything blended so seamlessly. My skin looks very glowy. If that's your thing, you're gonna love this foundation. I am gonna set my face right now though, because I don't know how well this is gonna last for me and my oily skin. It looks so pretty. Wow. I'm going to take the Laura Mercier Honey Translucent Setting Powder. I'm also going to use the big side of the brush to set my face. We'll see if this works, but so far I have not been disappointed. Let's not start now. I'm going to be applying powder to one side of the face so you guys can compare both sides. So let me just do this side right here. See, I didn't put too much powder on my brush. I just put a little bit, and I'm setting these areas right here. This is where I get really oily, in this cheek area. and I'm just like lightly setting this in place, but you guys can still see that it still has luminosity to it. I'm loving that. So it's like the best of both worlds if you have combination skin like I do. Now you guys can compare both sides of my face. Definitely very glowy. This one still has glowiness, but I did set my face. So just watch the transformation as I'm applying the setting powder. It doesn't leave me any patchiness, which I'm loving. This foundation is working really well with setting powder. I want you guys to take a good look at my skin. This is all I'm going to be doing for complexion. I'm really loving how this foundation layered with other products. I've had no issue with it. And again, this is the best of both worlds. I got the luminosity. I also set my areas where I get really oily through the day. This is my first impression. I still have to go on about my day. I could give you guys an update over on my Instagram stories, so make sure you guys follow me over there. I'm very active on Instagram. I share a lot more about my personal life over there. I'll go ahead and share with you guys my final thought in regards to how the foundation is wearing, because I do take quite a bit to do my eye makeup. So yeah, I'll give you guys an update. It's been well over an hour since I checked in with you guys. My makeup is still holding pretty well together. I have the luminosity. I definitely feel like I need to touch up a little bit with setting powder, but I wanted to show you guys what it looks like after wearing it for 1 hour and applying all the makeup on top of it. So here we are. If you guys want to see a tutorial on this eye look, I'm going to have it over on my TikTok or on my Instagram or both. So all of my social media handles are linked down below in the description box. Make sure you guys follow me on my other platforms. And now this is what my foundation is looking like from a distance. I think I made the right choice by selecting the color 120. I don't know, I think it's pretty much spot on. It blends into my neck so well. If you guys have any questions regarding any of the products that I used in today's video, leave them down below in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as I'm able to. I hope you guys enjoyed today's review. If you did, make sure you give my video a thumbs up. It helps my video be seen by other people if you do give my video a thumbs up, so I really appreciate your guys' support, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.